My name is Dr. Charlene Moore Peterson.
I'm Dr. Paul Leslie.
Hi, my name is Brian Logan, and I am the Dean of Health Sciences.
Hello, I'm Rochelle Jones, Psychology Instructor and Faculty Assembly Vice President.
So here at Aiken Tech, I teach Human Growth and Development and General Psychology.
Presently at Aiken Tech, I teach General Psychology, Abnormal Psychology, Human Growth and Development, and Interpersonal Psychology.
Well, I've taught a lot of biology courses over the years, mainly 112, which is a Bio 112. It's a survey, anatomy and physiology course that covers all the body systems. It's a non-transferable course that we teach for many of our allied health programs. And also 210 and 211 A and P, which is our college transfer sort of higher level A and P courses that students will take for some of our allied health, but also for nursing. And right now I'm also teaching microbiology, which is our Bio 225 course. I have just recently developed an online micro class that we're real excited about offering.
I teach General Psychology and I'm the lead instructor for Human Growth and Development and Human Sexuality.
My biggest accomplishment is having a doctorate degree. I think I'm the only person in my family that actually have one, and obtaining my license in professional counseling in Georgia and South Carolina.
Well, I've had so many accomplishments over the years. I've been able to write many books, speak internationally in the area that I'm passionate about. But I'd have to say probably what I consider my biggest accomplishment is being of service to my students, my therapy clients in my own community, because that's really, I think, the most important thing is being able to share directly with people that you care about.
Personally and professionally, I am grateful and thankful for all of the accolades that I've earned and the wonderful experiences that I've had with over 20 years of experience within the psychology field. But being an educator, that one word, educator, is so powerful. Knowing that I can inspire, empower, motivate, and encourage students every day, that's my biggest accomplishment.
I've done a few things over the years. I graduated from chiropractic school back in 1998. That was a big accomplishment for me. And then I had a thriving practice for many years. I kind of got burned out on it after about 10 years, and I always wanted to teach, and I was doing some teaching part-time at a local technical college in the town that I was practicing in. And I sold my practice and had some major life changes at the time, and was able to get a full-time faculty position here at Aiken Tech, which was a huge accomplishment. And then from there, I became department chair, and now I'm the Dean of Health Sciences. So I've kind of grown with the college and with my career. So those are, I think, my major accomplishments, in my work life. I also have a 22-year-old special needs son. I'm really proud of him. He's about to graduate from high school this year. So, that's a personal accomplishment for sure.
I would tell my younger self to don't give up and persevere. In the long run, if you continue to persevere, it will pay off.
I would tell my younger self that this too shall pass. We are constantly presented in life with support and challenge, and you're not going to have one without the other. So no matter what your challenge is, I tell myself there's support coming, and in time, whatever you're going through, you'll get through it and you'll be better for it.
Once you establish your identity, own it. For me, I was very insecure. Thank goodness for growth. But that led to a lot of people pleasing. Don't get me wrong, it's great to help others and give back, but you should not lose sight of who you are in the process. So be proud of who you are, and if you are a person of good moral character, let that speak for you.
Just kind of looking back on things, I think, don't sweat the small stuff. Things that you stress about a lot of times sometimes don't even turn out to be anything at all. Even when they do, they're not as bad as you think they're going to be. Nothing happens that you can't overcome. Embrace your failures. What I've noticed over the years is when I've failed at something, if I learn something from it and keep moving forward, usually there's a newer, better opportunity that comes out of that. So a lot of times, things can happen in your life that for whatever reason it may not even be something that you did. It may not happen for you, but if you just keep working hard and make the sacrifices that are required to be successful, typically another door will open up for you. Another opportunity is always out there waiting, so you just don't ever give up.
The highlight here at ATC is working with the students. I enjoy working with the higher level students because they make my job easy. They're ready to learn.
The highlight for me personally is when students actually take the time to come and speak to me and tell me how much they enjoy my class or how much their class has helped them with their own lives or their own success or their own future goals, because it tells me that I've been of assistance and service to other people, which is one of my highest values.
Graduation. Whether it's a student that excelled academically from beginning to end, or a student that was a non-traditional student, already had a family, already had a job, and added school into the mix, but never gave up. Or if it was a student that struggled academically but overcame those obstacles to still earn a degree, those are highlights for me to be able to see them walk across the stage at graduation.
As a faculty member, the thing that I have always told the faculty that work in my area, right now as the Dean of Allied Health and then in the past as Department Chair, and even just, before that when I was just a faculty member, I take a lot of pride and when I get up every day, what gets me going is knowing that we make a difference here. And our students come from all different walks of life, and we have a lot of diversity, and I appreciate that. I like that, and I take a lot of pride knowing that we're making a difference in a lot of people's lives and really making a difference in the community. I was sick earlier this year, actually earlier last year, back in March of 22. I ended up in the hospital for about 4 days, and I had probably 10 or 15 nurses, nursing assistants in the radiography department, former students that they recognized me, and they were told me how happy they were that they were able to take my course and how it helped them in their career, and they're out there being successful now. And so that really hit home for me. But I've always taken a lot of pride in that. I mean, knowing that what we're doing here really does make a difference right here in our community.
The message I would give the ATT students: don't give up, persevere, continue to go, continue to grow, but don't give up.
The message I'd give to ATC students is a phrase my grandfather once told me. He said, when the going gets tough, the tough get going. Again, there's going to be times where the work is hard, that you may not think you can make it, but if you reach out to your faculty and really push yourself and stay focused, great things can happen for you in your life.
Plan and prepare. Once you decide to become a college student, go ahead and select your major and start planning for your courses. If you're not sure, or if you're undecided with the major, definitely go visit the Student Success Center for help with that. If you need assistance with how many courses to take, see the Enrollment Services Center or your assigned academic advisor. And if you're having trouble in your classes, come see us, your faculty members, for guidance. And always prepare, make time for studying and make adjustments if needed.
I think one of the big things that I see with a lot of our students is, they need to understand that that you have to make some sacrifices in order to be successful. And a lot of times we have students that come in that have already they've been in the workforce and they have families and they may be working in a full-time job, and so they're sort of doing this on top of all that, and it's harder that way. And so in order to be successful, you're going to have to make some sacrifices at some point. Nothing worthwhile comes easy. And so I think understanding that is a big thing, and also just kind of understanding life and time. I mean, it's you're gonna be if you want to get a 4-year degree and you have a goal and you want to be a nurse or you want to be a radiology technician or whatever it is that you are, a medical doctor or whatever. Time is going to go by whether you like it or not. So at some point, if you're 25, you're going to be 30, right? And so you can be 30 and doing what you want to do and be happy and successful and make money and be able to support your family and do the things that you want. Or you can be 30 and be doing exactly what you're doing right now. And so that's kind of the choice. I mean, the time's going to go by whether you like it or not. If you're willing to put in that time, make those sacrifices, then you really can reach any goal that you want, and you just have to be willing to do that.